soul yearns for honor, and the flesh the hereafter. Look to those who walked before, to lead those who walk after. Shining is the land's light of justice. Ever flows the land's well of purpose. Walk free, walk free, walk free. Believe the lamb's alive, so believe. Now open your must live, die, and know.
What up? Something there. There we go. All right. Zooming the Crystal Tower. Yes, I gave you your answers. Oh. Resident. Should have tested this first. There it goes. Why is it saying I'm streaming WoW? Weird. Yes, WoW is horrible. Why would I play that piece? Let's see. Not an option in the details. Where is it saying this? Go to... How cute. Do. Tab. No. It's saying Final Fantasy 14 on, I brought up this. On the YouTube page. I'm on it. Guess I can like my own stream. There we go. Liked my own stream. Alright. We gotta do Labyrinth of the Ancients. Duty Finder. Labyrinth. Now we wait. Oh, while we wait. Narcissist. Who's a narcissist? What are we talking about? place prize. Nice. Nice, nice. Take another 3,600. Oh, I liked myself. I'm just trying to help the stream in any way possible. Alright, got 2 good prizes there. No, can't sell. Bobo is still here. Look at that guy go. He is still here. Dun 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 dun. Yes, he's been here for years, always dancing in this spot. Doing the Manderville Mambo. He has to do it here. He's been doing it here for years. No, he just leaves his character AFK there. I've run into him once in a dungeon. He messaged me back too. I said, I've literally been away for years and yet here you still are. He said, ha ha ha, sure I have been, it's my jam. Thanks for the message. Doesn't sound like a bot account to me. Did you get his autograph? I don't want his autograph. Oh, Bobo. Yep, he's genuine. Do it again, do it again. Mediocre prize, but okay. Take it. Earning 15 at a time until I get to 4 million. Another 15. This is the gold saucer. On my old world. Because I'll be waiting like an hour in queue on my new world. Like Dave and Buster's. Go on. Wow, I can't even talk to the gatekeeper in New Game Plus mode. Ouch. Okay, so basically it's a... Basically, the world is basically like a different server. I'm playing on a different server right now with more people. As you can plainly see, a lot of people here. Aha! Labyrinth has popped. Got it. Oh yeah! Oh, I forgot to change glasses. Oh, guess I'm doing this one as a Dark Knight. It's gonna be a little out of canon, but some of it does. My retainers do not. All my weapons and armor, my mounts and everything like that do. Yes, I did. Did I hear anything back? I don't know. He said, okay, be on in a bit. So, yeah. You're in. It's... Yeah, retainers are my, like, little bot people I have, they store a bunch of stuff for me, and they sell things on the market board. And I send them on little missions to gain extra stuff. Get money. Vanderbilt Mambo. I mean, I got all my emotes, I can do it. This is the Crystal Tower Alliance Raids. And Alliance Raids are 24-man things. Yay, the disease is removed, alright. Come here, you. Gather round, gather round. This is where the dungeon they were sending me into when we last left off. Oh yeah, well, chances are basically absolute in these. You grab 24 other players, and there's very few people, especially on a populated server, that has not done this yet. Too chaotic? I love it. Embrace the chaos. Alright. This dragon gets knocked down and he gets up again. And you're never gonna keep him down, okay? Yes, the story sent me here. He got knocked down. And he gets up again. Are we ever gonna keep him down? Only time will tell. Alright, he got knocked down again. Skeletons are all trying to feed their health to the dragon. Oh, he got up again. Oh, he's done. His getting up is over. We're Alliance C. I'll read on the stuff. Go through the door. He got up enough. Now we're going on to the part people always screw up. Oh yeah, I forgot. Turn these off. We're C, so we're gonna go right. A goes left, B goes middle, C goes right. See which alliance you are over here. Well, the lore of this area was already being told by those missions I was doing. Remember Sid and Graha? We broke into those, we broke through those barriers using those shiny crystals. Yeah, this is the crystal tower. This is the labyrinth at the bottom of the crystal tower. We gotta go through the labyrinth, break through all the defenses, then meet back up with Graha and Sid and all them. Remember the red-haired cat boy that sent us in here? He had a bow and arrow. I said we'd open up with doing this song. Alright, we should not get a turn to hit the boss. We can only hit the boss while we have the debuff. We go after the ads. Ads. Kill the ads. Kill them. Treasure copper seed. We don't need stuff. Shortcut. Back to the first room. Nah, they just send more of them. Don't get up again. Splash. Splash. Oh, my mage is playfully splashing in the lava. Oh, wait. I missed one. I did not intend to be a Dark Knight. I intended to be a Paladin. But it's fine. Deal with it. Alright, now we attack the thing in the middle. And we move on. Another room completed. On to the next. Look what happens when you don't get cover. You just get killed. Straight murdered. And he's dead. Bomb ones? Probably, yes. That's weird. Let's go. Hello, Crash and Bash. Come this way. Oh, I've been grabbed. Alright, he's at 50. Made it to the mechanic safely. He's at less than 9%. We got him. And he's dead. Yes, the archers get the commendation because they're the only one that stayed around. Oh there, Magnarmus. Very impressive, I must say. Your name shall be writ large in volumes that are sure to be penned on this historic expedition. The scale of this structure defies comprehension. Someone plainly thought bigger was better. According to the findings of my Baldezian colleagues, Crystal Tower was constructed to collect and store the endless energies of the sun, a characteristically ambitious undertaking. Now, what of the tower's inner defenses? Judging by your haggard expression, clearing out the labyrinth was no small feat. Actually, it kinda was. A giant of a man wielding a shimmering scimitar, you say? Yes, that will have been Phlegathon. Not Acheron, Phlegathon. He was a hero of the Allegan Revolution. And you gleaned that from what exactly? His choice of weapon? Well, I am a historian, and I have a certain, shall we say, affinity for the lore of the Allegan Empire. It is, of course, all knowledge gleaned from musty scrolls and tomes. The ancient texts claim that the Crystal Tower is defended by the champions of Eld, resurrected and augmented through Allegan's extraordinary technology. Chief, you need to see this. There it is, the foot of the tower. What surprises do you have in store for us, I wonder? Can't tell you how glad I am to have you with us on this little jaunt, old friend. Had you not beaten a path through the maze, I very much doubt we'd be standing here now. Well, we have much to discuss and digest. Let us retire to St. Quinanch's Find for the present and plan our next step. Lest there be any doubt, our expedition has some way to go yet. Well, they just like flat out banned multi-streaming for all creators, where it used to be just for partners. They walked back about the stuff about the brand deals and all that. Let's go. Oh yeah. Paladin, rest of this. Guild. Mordona. Hammer plates. Paladin. Paladin. There we go. Pillar sword and all that. Multi-streaming is like when I had a higher grade version of this program where I could stream to both YouTube and Twitch simultaneously. But Twitch is basically saying that they own my image and everything attached to it. And no one else is allowed to have that, and all that shit, so fuck them. Also, Discovery is a lot better on YouTube, so I'd rather be on here. Twitch doesn't really have an algorithm to help push you ahead. Alright. Yeah. So good of you to join us, Magnarmus. Our meeting would be dull indeed without a full account of your experiences in the labyrinth. Take a moment to collect yourself, and when you are ready, we shall debate how best to proceed. Fellowship of Noah being accounted for, it is time this assembly was called to order. Rainbows will be presiding over the meeting, if you would be so kind as to inform him of your readiness to proceed. I'm ready to proceed. Welcome back, Magnarmus. I've been reading about your encounter in the Labyrinth of the Ancients. It pleases me greatly to note that you seem none the worse for the experience. For your reference, I have added my own notes to Graha's preliminary expedition report, begun compiling a Crystal Tower survey log. The information contained therein will be available to you at all times. Should you have any questions, you need only ask. Now, if there are no objections, I shall begin the summary of the expedition's key accomplishments. But we did blow up all those barriers last time. And then we raided the tower that raided the labyrinth this time. In the course of this, our first foray into the grounds of the Crystal Tower, we succeeded in neutralizing the structure's outer defenses, before proceeding to secure the maze surrounding the base of the spire. According to Magnarmus's account, the labyrinth's defenses were most emphatically active. Disturbingly, his report also mentions a violent encounter with a sentry heavily augmented by Allegan technology. Short, our misgivings were well founded. The Crystal Tower was not simply thrust above the ground by the chaotic shifting of Earth, it has somehow been reawoken. If, as seems increasingly likely, the tower's secrets should prove too dangerous to share with the world, we will have no choice but to contain them. Short of leveling the place, this will almost certainly involve returning its mechanisms to a state of dormancy. To do that, however, we will first need to address the question of how they work, the answer of which must surely be waiting for us within the inside the tower itself. In conclusion, that is where we must go. A task easier said than done if the perils of the labyrinth are any indication. Then I move that all further exploration of the tower be delayed until such a time as an exhaustive analysis of the structure's defenses has been completed. Master Garland, may I entrust this task to you? It would be my pleasure. Don't forget about us. Like you said, Chief, we founded the Ironworks to be sure that technology was used for the right reasons. And that means making sure it's not used for the wrong ones. We wouldn't be doing our jobs if we didn't see this through to the end. Lads, well, I hope you're ready for some back-breaking chores. Well, everything seems to be in hand here, so I shall take my leave of you for the present. If I am to witness this valiant tale unfold with my own eyes, I must needs hone my martial skills ere we ascend the spire. You'll do nothing of the sort, Graha. Your knowledge may prove useful to Master Garland's investigation. As an observer, I think not, strictly speaking, subject to your authority. Pray do not mistake my intent, Magnarmus. I am well aware that I shall never be a match for one with your innate talents, however hard I train. Be that as it may, pray do not allow your skills to rust from disuse during the coming pause. We will need you fighting fit for our subsequent forays, if our subsequent forays are to prove as productive as this one. Mark me. We have not yet caught more than the briefest glimpse of that which time has obscured. Soon, however, we shall cast off the veil and gaze upon the glory of the Allegan Empire. And with that encouraging thought in mind, it is time to bring this assembly to a close. Let us all focus on the tasks at hand, that our next expedition may begin all the sooner. Meeting adjourned. Hey, look, it's all those statues we destroyed last time. Such a terrible mess. Yet it does leave the door wide open, so to speak. One cannot help but be impressed. I'm beginning to understand the reliance that you placed on adventurers, old friend. So this is the legacy of the Allegan Empire left behind. If my readings are correct, the energy source waiting up top the tower is a match for even the Ultima weapon. Nay, more than a match. A new toy for me to play with. I believe the fates had conspired me to deny me my just rewards once again, but it would seem they had a greater destiny in mind for me. So as long as my ambition burns, I shall strive to seize it. The dream lives on, Cid. Do not disappoint me. More like a crappy villain. He's the guy with middle child syndrome. Before. Red Power Ranger. Alright. And then basically this is like 6 months of game time has passed between the quest I just finished and this one. 6 months of real world. Ah, 'tis you, my friend. You are doubtless eager to hear of our progress on the Crystal Tower. Excellent. I'd be disappointed to hear otherwise, of course. Disappointed is the word of the day, I fear. I'm ashamed to say there is nothing worthwhile to report. Suns continue to probe the labyrinth of the ancients, and every day brings new discoveries. Alas, the same cannot be said of the Crystal Tower proper. Not been able to so much as set a single foot inside it. You will recall how the 8 sentinels stood between us and the labyrinth initially. In like manner, the entryway to the principal spire, Circus Tower, the Alligans called it, is also protected by technology far more advanced than our own. Sid and I have tried every trick we know, but without success. Frankly speaking, we are at a loss. It is discouraging, but we cannot give up. There must be a way in. And so the situation stands, my friend. If we gain entry into the tower, I fear your talents shan't avail us. It will require time that I am loath to waste, but I have a mind to set my people to scouring such ancient texts as we have on hand. Perhaps we can be of assistance. And you are? Be at ease, friends, for we share the self-same goal. I am Une, and my companion is called Doga. We are the scholars of the Allagan civilization sent by students of Baldessian to assist in your endeavor. Une and Doga, rather unusual names for this day and age, if I might be forgiven for observing, but I digress. You claim to be here at the students' behest, but we have received nary a word of your coming. Moreover, in light of the recent incident at the Isle of Val, I should think that they have rather more pressing concerns. We can only assume that the message failed to reach you due to some mishap. I assure you that we are here to help. What is it, Graha? It is nothing. It was a pain, but it has subsided. Oh well, this is rather unexpected. Your right eye is the same as ours. The same? You have the Allagan eye as well? Sanguine hue is said to be a trait unique to the Allagans, yet I inherited it from my father, and he did from his. One only child in a single generation is born with the eye. All my life I have sought to learn the truth of its manifestation. If there aught you know, I implore you to tell me. My deepest apologies, but we have no answers for you. Only thing is certain, those who possess this trait are bound by the fate of Allag. As your eye has placed you upon the path you walk, so too have we come here to fulfill our destiny. Absurd though it may sound, it is the truth. It seems we have not to lose by accepting their aid. What say you? If that is your wish, then so be it. Yet I know that I still mean to verify your story with the students of Baldessian when I am able. I trust there will be no objections. Very well. As of this moment, I name Une and Doga advisory members of NOAA. Without further ado, let us have them examine the Circus Tower entrance. I promise you, you'll not have cause to regret your decision. Magnarmus, I should be much obliged if you were to accompany our new friends to the tower. Biggs and Wedge are presently surveying the 8 sentinels. 2 of them can show you the way. Upon arrival, pray report to Master Garland. He will brief you the situation. I shall join you, Magnarmus, with Une and Doga's knowledge, along with your uncanny knack for setting events in motion. I am hopeful that we may finally see the progress. Here we go. Well, if it isn't Magnarmus, he's eager to enter Circus Tower and kill everything in sight, no doubt. Know me too well. As I'm sure you've already heard, though, the place is locked up tight as a clam. New friends from the students, you say? Excellent. Slow going, or rather no going, for the chief. He'll appreciate the help. If you'll just follow me, I'll take you to him. It's the door! Some old faces to lift the spirit, and a couple of new ones besides. Allow me to introduce Une and Doga. They are scholars of ancient Alag, sent here by our friends of Beladesian to aid in the investigation. I understand you're having trouble circumventing the tower's defenses. It is our hope that we can be of some small assistance. If your attires ought to go by, your assistance would prove most invaluable indeed. To begin with, let me tell you where we stand. Beyond rises Circus Tower, the principal spire of the structure collectively known as the Crystal Tower. The only way to get inside is through the proverbial front door, the imposing gate you see here. The problem is we can't get it to open. It's sealed by some mechanism whose workings are an utter mystery to us. Having had no success via more orthodox methods, I went at it with everything from a pickaxe to a Magitech cannon. Nothing so much as put a scratch on it. For a blessing, the gate doesn't try to reduce us to ashes like the 8 Sentinels, but that doesn't make it any less effective as a security measure. It's fiendishly frustrating in its simplicity. The only clue we have is the elaborate device carved upon it. A man and a woman, expectant Allegan royalty by my judgment. Precisely who these individuals were we cannot say, nor do we know whether the device actually serves a purpose. Like as not, it is purely decorative. If you're thinking to force it, save your strength. It's no use. Just ask the calluses on my hands. Rest assured, we do not mean to waste our strength. Indeed, why would we exert ourselves when the gate will open of its own accord? I don't think that any of us expected that to happen. Seven hells, what is this? What did you do? What are you? Piercing the heavens and gathering the light, a symbol of mankind's glory and might. Its virtue guarded by gates impregnable, only to those of royal blood answerable. Exactly as passed down through the legend, I am delighted to see. Beg pardon for interrupting your bewilderment. I couldn't help but notice the remarkable playthings you have acquired. Nero, you're still alive? Garland, if I didn't know better, I would say you weren't happy to see me. Ah, but I jest. In light of our recent meetings, you have every right to be wary. Rest assured, I am no longer a threat to you. My legion is for all intents and purposes defunct, and my association with it means a tight noose awaits me back in Garlemald. And so I've been roaming this land Eorzea, a regular and itinerant. In the course of my wanderings, I chanced to catch a wind of your latest venture. It sounded positively fascinating, and so I decided to come here and join you. After the wrongs you've committed, you'd think us that gullible? If you're suspicious of my intent, 'tis only my just deserts. But I am determined to make amends. A gesture of goodwill I will share with you. What I know, starting with these two odd characters. As you are doubtless aware, the Crystal Tower was the symbol of ancient Alug's might and prosperity. Entry was permitted only to royalty and a select few individuals. According to the records I have unearthed, only royal blood can open the gate. In other words, the Emperor and his progeny were living keys. You mean to say that the two are descended from Allagan royalty? Oh, I suggest nothing so glamorous. To put it plain, they are imitations of royalty. Living keys born of Allagan ingenuity. Clones, I believe it is the name of your creators gave your kind. Is that not so? It would seem that the time for concealment is past. Pray accept our apologies. 'Twas not our intent to deceive. We simply wish to avoid causing undue alarm by prematurely making it what many would be considered deranged claims. If it please you, let us return to the Ancient Sentinels. There is much and more to tell. Very well. Seven hells, do you seriously mean to follow us around? Garland, you know me better than you think I spoke in jest. What more will it take for us to be reconciled? A gift perhaps? Allagan Tombstone. It holds the information I just shared with you, and a deal more besides. It used to be jealously guarded property of the 14th Legion, but it is yours now. I wish you joy of it. I look forward to working together, old friend. If you are ready to listen, we shall tell you. As it pertains closely to your investigation, the leader Rambros may wish to be present. Before we begin, pray allow me to apologize again. It was not our intent to deceive you. As you will have already gathered, we are not scholars sent by the students of Baldesion, nay, we are clones. Copies of people who once existed given life through Allagan technology. This is rather a lot to take in. If it would not be considered unseemly, might I ask why you and yours were created? And more specifically, what is it that you now seek to do? Answering your questions requires that we revisit Allegan history. Pray bear with us. Allegan Empire reached its zenith long before our kind came into being. In that glorious age, the Crystal Tower stood tall as a symbol of Allegan pride. Parents took their children there that they might learn how the nigh limitless energy it produced brought prosperity to the whole empire. That prosperity, however, bred decadence, and the empire began to show signs of stagnation. This decline was made all the more rapid for want of a strong leadership. In a matter of generations, the Allegan civilization became a pale shadow of its former self. Once gleaming cities fell into disrepair, and its frontier lands were given over to the wilderness. Lamenting the pitiful state of affairs, one technologist made it his mission to restore Alleg to greatness. Amon was his name. He believed that the ailing empire wanted for but a potent ruler, and none was more potent than his founding father, whom he sought to resurrect. The founding father? You cannot mean Emperor Zandi. None other. As part of his experiments, Amon created clones of the Emperor's descendants, who are the products of that experiment, copies of Une and Doga. Historical texts mention the reign of two Allegan emperors named Zandi. It was commonly believed that the second was the namesake of the first. After all, such a custom is not uncommon among royalty and commoners alike. To think that the two are one in fact the same. Zandi returned from the grave and assumed his throne once more. And true to Amon's prediction, the Emperor restored his realm to the glory it once knew. Would that he could have been satisfied with that. In his previous life, the Emperor desired to bring the entire world under Allegan dominion, an ambition that ultimately went unfulfilled. Having been granted a second chance, he was determined to succeed. Realizing that he had more power to wage his war of conquest, Zandi turned his sights towards a forbidden source, darkness. In order to learn how to harness the power, he converted the Crystal Tower into a restricted research facility. Darkness again? Seven hells. What is it with the megalomaniacal and rulers turning to darkness in their lust for power? But at least this one won't be bothering us, being thousands of years dead and all. Would that you were right, Master Garland. Alas, Emperor Zandi is very much alive within Circus Tower. He still abides, his ambition burning all the more ardently for his empire's collapse. Wielding the power of darkness requires prodigious amounts of energy that not even the Crystal Tower could produce. In order to augment the shortfall, Galamud was created and launched into the heavens. On high it hung, gathering the sun's energy and channeling it to the tower below. However, a miscalculation resulted in a surge of energy that escaped into the land. This triggered an earthquake of unprecedented violence, the calamity that ushered in the Fourth Umbral Era. In the blinking of an eye, the mighty Allegan Empire was laid to waste. Yet, even as the Crystal Tower was sinking into the earth, the technologist Amon and Emperor Zandi's closest aide invoked powerful magics and halted the flow of time. Every soul within the structure, the Emperor included, was placed in a deep slumber. In that state, they were to remain until the time was right to awaken. Eras came and went, and after millennia lying dormant, Galamud was summoned back to the earth. Its descent triggered the seventh Umbral Calamity, in the wake of which the Crystal Tower re-emerged. At that moment, Emperor Zandi awakened. In his lust for power, the Emperor consorted with darkness and was seduced by its corrupting influence. Even though his empire is now little more than a fading memory, He will stop at nothing to see his ambition realized. Sounds like I gotta go up there and beat his ass. It's for no other purpose but to put an end to Zandy's madness that we exist. This is the mantle we have inherited from our namesakes, through Une and Doga. Fearing that what might befall the world, the two of them sought to thwart their emperor. They gave us unto their will, that we might carry on their mission should they fail. When we came to our senses within the Crystal Tower, we deliberated a course of action, concluding that we alone could not overcome Zandy. We struck to find a worthy ally. It has taken years, but our search is finally over. It is no ordinary man who can cut a path through the labyrinth of the ancients. With you as our companion, Magnormus Darkblade, we are confident that we can end Zandy's dark ambition once and for all. Well, that'll teach me for speaking too soon. Setting my chagrin aside, I see why you knew about the students of Baldesion among a host of other things. You were observing our investigation the whole time. What will we do, Magnormus? The world's in grave danger again, and it just so happens you're an expert at saving it. Son of a bitch, I'm in. You have our eternal gratitude. Together, let us see the Allegan Empire's dark past laid to rest. It has been our mission to recover the long-lost knowledge of the Allegan civilization. But what worth is that knowledge if it means subjecting the realm to peril? Truth be told, it pains me to think that the tower's secrets may become lost to us, but the greater good must ever come first. Besides, no quantity of ancient relics can compare to our friends Une and Doga, living, breathing Allegans. So I hereby declare a change in Noah's objective. Henceforth, we shall direct all efforts towards sealing off Circus Tower. Its dark secrets must never know the light of day. Magnormus, as you did for us within the Labyrinth of the Ancients, I would have you enter the structure and eliminate the hostile element. Suffice it to say that includes Emperor Zandy himself. Meanwhile, the rest of us shall examine ways to isolate Circus Tower from the outside world. To work, then. Wait, there's something I must know. My right eye looks like yours. Does this mean... You inherited the trait from your father, you said. Know that clones are unable to bear offspring. You have no cause for concern. The Allegan Eye, you called it, but to us it is the Royal Eye, owing to the fact that the trait manifests only in those possessed of royal blood. I cannot well explain why the eye runs in your line, but I am disinclined to think it a coincidence. Though you are doubtless impatient to learn the truth, pray have patience. All will be revealed in due time. Apologies if I've given you cause to worry. I'm quite well, I assure you. As you can appreciate, there is Been much for me to think on. Now is the time for action, not idle thoughts. Circus Tower awaits us. Your task is to eliminate all hostile elements within the structure, Zandy himself included. This will afford us the chance to seal off the facility. May the crystal grant you strength. Now accessible. All right. We're going in. Eventually. Leroy Jenkins it. Yep, gotta wait on people. These things have like objectives where they like... I don't know if I'd be able to do this one alone or not. I know the first one and the third one I definitely cannot. Might as well do it for all three for continuity's sake. Let's see. I'll be back to soloing stuff after I finish these, though. Probably be next Tuesday when I do those. They'll probably all be Circus Tower. Oh. All be Circus Tower, but all be Crystal Tower. Crystal Tower. Gotta get the people. Says I should have a wait time of 5 minutes. Back to Dave and Buster's. Not available. While we wait. And at the hammer game some more, I guess. Ah, yes, Hobo Obobo. Yeah, this is the world I used to play on before they added the new servers. Every time I go up to this counter... Oh, he's not here. Usually dancing like right here. He must actually be playing the game now. Whenever he's not playing the game, his character's just over here dancing. He left. He never leaves. or striker. Ooh, I've got some people. I've got 3 tanks, 1 healer, and 2 DPS, so just gotta get 5 more healers and 13 more DPS. I'm like half paying attention to this. Need 5 more healers. Slice. The slice. Let's see if I can do the slice. Slice. Oh, sweet. Oh, between when you type it and it pops up on the screen, it's just the stream lag, really, more than the chat lag. What do I get from it? I'm trying to get the $4 million mount. 4 million. But hey, look, it's John Bravo. John Bravo should be doing this. John Bravo. All right. on no one. All right, all right. Got this. All hardware is this way. I've earned 1,000. Round. Alright, which way does the dog? Alright, turned a different way. Get it. Got it. Ah, someone lost. Knocked out by the dog. Ah, someone else got it. Dog knocked out 2 people. Almost ran to my doom there. Oh, the one from across the way got me. I'm out. 2,000 from it, though. Oh, John Bravo fell, too. I have 1.2 million right now. I need 4 million. All the people that found, like, left. Do that again. I don't even know when they're gonna do another one. And I can't do any ones that like put me in a different instance because I'm waiting on the tower thing. Next gate will be at 7:40 though. How many? Alright, so there's different worlds on the technically servers, so there's four in the US that are like the main data center things, and each one of those has how many worlds? Let's see. Tab. Six, 7, 8. There's 24 of them on the old servers, and then 4 worlds on the new one. And I'm in one of the 4 on the new one. Servers. Oh, look, it pops the second I do that. Immense. Let's go. Yeah, lots of people. Dun, 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 dun. Dragon's dead. Let's go. Frame drop. Oh, there we go. It is. Dead. This time we're Alliance A. All the colors. Next area. Yes, I got it. Got my old sword and board. Seal the bullets. Mechanics are per cars. Yeet the boss. Yeet him. Percent. 4, 3, 2, and dead. Stuff. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. Dragon. Dead. Now we get to fight Amon. Good ol' Amon. Whip him! Whip the bloody piss right out of him! Keep the combo going. Oh wow, both the healers on my team died. Read, and pass on that. Well, he's more like dead now, so. Alright. Valiant mortals, but to no avail. absolute darkness draws nigh. Whatever else he said. Kill him! And go over here to this. Yeah, it puts the barrier over this so you can't leave. It's sealed off so you can't leave. Alright, so if you like die and res back at the beginning of the dungeon, you can't rejoin the fight. And that triggers the second someone attacks the boss. I'm not gonna join that, so. Yep, happens every boss fight. And all of them are dead. Oh, wait, no. Now it is. Another one down. Yeah. And we're out of here. Oh, we killed him. He's dead. Enormous. You did it! You defeated Emperor Zandi! Empires may rise and fall, but man's indefatigable spirit ever lives on. Truly you are the champion we hoped for, Magnarmus Darkblade. With Emperor Zandi now at eternal rest, his dark legacy may be undone. What are you playing at now, Nero? In case you haven't noticed, Garland, these are dangerous surrounds. Can a man be faulted for exercising due caution? At any rate, you needn't mind me. I am perfectly capable of looking after myself. Go on and finish what you came to do. It's over, or is it? There are two ways that we may seal off the circus tower. Either isolate it from the outside world, or cripple its ability to produce energy. The choice of the method is yours to make. Before you proceed, however, Doga and I must needs attend to task. That distortion, what is it? The power that Xandi sought to obtain comes from the void. The world of darkness, our people called it. And the true nature of that power was none other than the armies of Voidsent. Voidsent feed on ether, and as you may already know, and no plane is richer in it than ours. In exchange for their allegiance, Xandi entered into an unholy covenant. He could open a gate through which the Voidsent could freely enter our world. The covenant, I'm afraid to say, is still in effect. However, being of the Emperor's lineage, Une and I believe we can annul it. By his blood, Xandi sealed this dark pact. By our blood, it shall be undone. It is time. Yes, Doga, finally, we may fulfill our purpose. Get Nero back there still walking around like an idiot. Oh, be still, my beating heart. For a moment I feared that this outing would end in disappointment, but my readings were not mistaken. Not even the ultimate weapon compares to this. What are you going on about? Covenant is everlasting. Oh, cool. I get to watch their flashbacks now. And so Mara City is brought into the fold. Soon all the world shall be united under elegant rule. Yet with every dream that becomes reality, the memory of death grows ever more vivid. An endless void bereft of light and warmth. Though I may have defeated death, it did not leave me unscathed. Nay, its ravening calls have scarred my soul for eternity. Never shall I know peace. Beings without will, you cannot fathom my rage, my melancholy, my fear. What worth is wealth and power when all is inevitably to be consigned to nothingness? If man has nothing, he need not know the pain of loss. So let there be nothing. Harvest more power, that the gate may be thrown full open. Let the cloud of darkness come and engulf the world, devouring all life, hopes and dreams. Let all be returned to nothingness. Good shot. Narmis, pull yourself together. Yeah, this is no time to have a flashback. He is trying to be Thanos, yes. Is there an end to them? What in the seven hells is happening? Not now, damn it. Ducks it. Oh, he got knocked on his ass. Nero, were they part of your grand plan too? Save your japes, Garland. I didn't put up with your arrogant face to play with worthless clones. Something controls them, a void scent, and no ordinary one at that. Yoga. Yoga's been kidnapped. Confound it, without them there's no way to master the darkness. That power is mine. Hero. Covenant shall be honored. I am the cloud of darkness. I shall devour your light and return this world to the void. Oh, the clone stopped working. Damn it, the rift is gone. What are we supposed to do now? We wait another 6 months for the next patch to come out with the, finale of this in it. As much as it pains me to leave without them, there's precious little we can do. Let us return to find and consult Rambros. No spoilers. Back towards the Crystal Tower. All this happened within the tower, God's preserve. The rift manifested before the throne was a void gate. Of this I am certain. There exist myriad kinds of void scent. The more powerful the being, the larger the gate must be for it to pass through. It would seem that Xandi sought to open a gate of unprecedented proportions, one that would allow this cloud of darkness entry into our world. Fortunately for all mankind, he did not succeed. I shudder to imagine what this void sin is capable of. However dreadful it may be, we can't abandon our friends. Is there no way to save them? I would not lie to you, Master Garland. The situation is bleak. The void scent can enter our world. Instances of men entering the void have never been documented. It pains me to give voice to my fears, but we do not even know whether our friends are still alive. Damn it, I feel so helpless. No, I refuse to give up. We must save Doga and One. Maybe Nero. Definitely Doga and One. We share the same eye, 'tis true, but that is not what motivates me. Above all, I wish to help them fulfill their mission, a mission whose burden they have borne for thousands of years, and besides, we cannot leave matters as they are. As long as Zandy's Dark Covenant is binding, our world is in danger. It is our duty to prevent the worst from coming to pass. Raha, ever since meeting Une and Doga, you have not quite been yourself. Tell me true. Is all well with your eye? Honestly, I cannot say. I only know that there is a memory that I must recall. As a child, my father told me that the truth of your eye rests with Alag. Answer eludes me still, but one day I will find it. I am with Graha. However slim the odds, we must try to save Une and Doga. Aye, and that bastard Nero as well. Only to make certain that he won't make any more mischief. You have the right of it. We have known them but briefly. Doga and Une are our comrades. We cannot fail them. I shall consult experts in literature both. I swear to leave no stone unturned. Yet know that it may be a while before we are ready to act. I would ask that you all be patient while dealing with the void. One cannot be cautious enough. My thanks again for your assistance. Pray rest now while you can. For even the time comes that to go after our friends, you must be at no less than full strength. We'll save them yet, Magnarmus, mark my words. And then 6 months pass. Magnarmus, it is good you are come. I have news you must be made aware of. Alas, none of it bodes well for us, nor for Une, Doga, and Nero imprisoned in the Dark Realm. Think back upon our last foray into Circus Tower, if you will. The calamity stirred the place from its long slumber and awoke Emperor Zandy. But you, Magnarmus, you ensured he was laid to rest permanently. Yet the Emperor had sealed a binding covenant with the terrible void scent known as the Cloud of Darkness. Even as Doga and Une labored to annul this contract, the entity reached through a rift and dragged their pair of them and Nero out of our realm. Since that day, Noah has devoted itself to rescuing Une, Doga, and Nero from beyond the rift. Our research, however, has exposed a far more dire problem. The Crystal Tower still acts upon Emperor Zandy's orders. It collects energy to open another void gate even as we speak. Indeed, the place nigh hums with energy. We have done all we can to stop the Imperial Edict, but to no avail. Just as the gate would open only for Une and Doga, so too the tower will heed only to those with royal blood of Alag. It is the most galling design. Granted, this was not always so vexatious. According to the Alagan tombstones Nero presented us, during the Golden Age of Alag, the royalty had some means of bestowing their blood upon others. If they had such a technology, Amon and his underlings could never have controlled the Crystal Tower. But we do not have it either in this art or any with royal blood. Every moment we wait, a vast rift through which the cloud of darkness can enter our realm threatens to open. Such a disaster cannot be allowed to come to pass. We must seal the Crystal Tower and annul Zandy's covenant with this dark realm. only breaking the ladder would suffice. But then what of the energy building in the Crystal Tower? Without suppression, the power could discharge and cause a calamity like to the one that destroyed Alag. In truth, we have more than just 3 lost compatriots to worry about. If we do not act, our very world will fall before the might of this threat. Off to save the world again. We know of but one way out of this predicament. Rescue those who can control the tower from beyond the Dark Realm. Seal the rift shut after them. And mercifully, not all our news is quite so bleak. It is true we cannot stop the Void Gate from manifesting within the tower, but this can be to our benefit. We can use Circus's power for our own purposes and create a portal to carry us into the Dark Realm. And I'll beat some ass. We have heard this possible from a man of the Thaumaturgist Guild, well versed in otherworldly measures, and with Master Garland working to create said portal, the final preparations are well underway. Ah, here comes the man himself. Narmis, just the man we need. Yes, our fellowship is indeed complete, and all parties privy to our strategy, and you, Master Garland, how fare your endeavors? Quite well, the device is nearly ready. Though attaching the damnable thing to the circus tower took every ounce of ingenuity the Ironworks has got. But it should produce the energy we need. With just a little more fine-tuning, we can open a rift. Here to request your presence at the tower. I'll leave Biggs and Wedge at the 8 Sentinels as guides. And do hurry, Magnarmus. I'm sure you wouldn't miss another chance to save the world, would you? But Sid certainly seems to have a firm hand on the helm. Can we make our way to the Crystal Tower? Yeah. Let's go with it. Quest accepted. There. This room. Sentinels. And Wedge says, Enormous, I'll bet you're here to watch us pry open a rift between worlds, eh? We're almost ready. Circus Tower is full of engineers scurrying around and making adjustments. We're dealing with a lot of power, and if a single coupling's off, well, boom! But it should be fine, really, anyway. Best wait at the top. The chief's overseeing the whole operation. No, there is no waking signal. This is like a side quest. My friends, you've arrived. I'm just waiting for my engineers to give the signal. Then we'll see if we can't open a gateway to another world. There's something amiss, Graha? Emperor Zandi's throne. How the mighty have fallen, eh? Once it stood as a symbol of Alog's art and power. Now it's nothing more than an empty chair. Just imagine if Allagan civilization had lived on and a just emperor still sat on that throne. How different would our history be? Of how much further would we have advanced? Unfortunately, there was no stopping Zandi and his ambition. There were those who tried. Zandi's word dominion left no one unscathed, unable to abide the horrors of inflicted upon the people. Warriors young and brave took up the sword against Alag. These men and women became as beacons of hope to those who had suffered, not unlike the warriors of light in our age. But all this merely hastened the destruction. Just as they moved towards Alag's heart for the kill, Zandi lashed out in anger and frustration as trapped beasts are wont to do. Desperation, Zandi desired that a great rift be opened and to hasten the cloud of darkness' coming. To this end, he commanded the sun's power held within Dalamud be emptied into Circus Tower at once. That act bore terrible consequences. The tower only withstood the blast by flooding the land below with energy. Circus was swallowed by the very earth upon which it once stood. Fourth humble calamity. I'd learned of its cause from Une and Doga. I had no idea that rebellion incited Zandi to rashness, though. Your knowledge of Allagan history is astounding, Graha. Why, a man could study for 2 lifetimes and only learn half of what you know. Mayhap, 'tis strange, though. I cannot seem to remember where I learned such things. Yes, Biggs, are you ready? Ready and raring to open the Void Gate, Chief. We reckon when this machine's up and running, we'll be able to float 5 airships the size of Agrius. So just give the word and we'll start channeling energy into the tower. Good, then let's get started. Our preparations are complete. Everyone step away from the throne. Get the scientists out of here. Alright, let's see what this machine can do. Now, Biggs. A rift to the world of darkness, as Une called it. Splendid work, Master Garland. We can't break out the mead just yet. Tough part's still ahead. We've broken into the dark realm, but the gate's not all that stable. It won't stay open forever, and only a few can use it. I, for one, will remain here to ensure the Void Gate stays open. Sons of Saint Koina. The rift is our sole path to salvation. If it closes, we are all truly lost. Which leaves Magnarmus. My friend, 'tis a heavy burden I must task you with. But there are none more able. Pray, lead the adventurers beyond the rift. I do not know what awaits you, save the cloud of darkness and our 3 comrades. But you must go, for the fate of our world now rests upon your shoulders. This is our only gambit, but I have every faith you will succeed. It will be no small feat to return after you have passed beyond the rift. Make certain you are prepared before leaving. Might I have a moment of your time, Magnarmus? There is a matter of import we must needs discuss ere you leave. Ra says. Magnormus, I wish to speak to you about my eye. As you are no doubt aware, it is a trait seen only amongst Allegan royalty. Long have I pondered why such is my inheritance. Sanguine hue must have some bearing upon my destiny. This much Doma himself admitted, but what? In truth, the more I learn of the Crystal Tower, the less I am myself. Somehow, meeting those two clones has wrought great change in me. If I am consumed with remembering something ancient, but ever so important. And my father's words echo in my mind, the selfsame ones his father told him. Truth of our eye rests with Allag. Mayhap what I wish to remember and these words are related, mayhap not. But I know I must learn the truth that history hides from me. I would see this journey, our journey, through to the very end with my own two eyes. So I implore you, allow me to join you beyond the rift. You have my thanks, my friend. Now let us venture into the world of darkness to save our comrades and our realm. World of darkness. Alright, back to the gold saucer. We'll wait for people for this one. Is he back? Nope, he's still gone. Last time waiting for people for the night. Over. Here I am, playing the hammer game to earn tickets to buy the big prize. Missed. Waiting. Doing my part. I got one tank and one DPS so far. damage per second. They got like their main focus is attacking. Like Dragoon here. Mainly does damage attacks. Goat. Go there. Mine. Back to Paladin. I queued it as Paladin, so I couldn't switch. World of Darkness. I have gone into the void. See, so we go right. Two-headed dragon. I'm staying out of that. Gotta stand red this time. There we go. Not stepping in that. None of that shit. He's almost dead. Two objectives down. Nah, there's a whole list over here of objectives I gotta do. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 objectives? Oh, 7 objectives. 7 objectives. Hey, look, a box. In the box, a clone of Zandy. I get to fight him again, guys. None of that shit. Alright, 3 down, 4 to go. Next, I have to defeat the 5-assed monkey. I mean, the 5-headed dragon. He's doing discordant. Yeah, I got potions. Aha! Didn't hurt. Targeting the one class that can go straight up invincible with the stat marker. A cunning strategy. Oh wait, no, not cunning. What's the opposite of that? Oh, I'm Paladin, and I got a move called Hollow Ground where I straight up go invincible. But it does have a long recharge time, so... Let's move right here. Renders you impervious to most attacks for 10 seconds. Seconds is how long it lasts. Stepped on the button. Doing shockwave. One. Alright, on to the next thing. Great for a lot of things. It's great for pulling a massive pack of mobs, too. No, I'm tiny. No, I'm in the purple shit. Oh no, he swallowed me whole. Oh no, I'm stabbing his innards. Kill him. Oh, now he puked us out. This is us fighting Cerberus, is what this boss fight is. Boss time. I am the cloud of darkness. What I do not smother, I devour. What I cannot devour, I destroy. The covenant is everlasting. All mortals before blood of darkness will sink. Yes, I know y'all are trying to... Y'all are trying to fight it already. Ah, she's trying to vote. Hey, stop her. Don't let her inhale the clouds. There she is. Out of the way. Dead bitch. Hello, Macro again. Where in the seven hells are they? Without them to stem the energy in the tower, our defeat of the cloud aids our cause little. Doga, Une, can you hear me? Nero! Must you be so infernally loud? Are you so keen to attract more void scent? So I don't blame you for missing my company. Think the 12, are you alright? It's alright as can be expected. Nay is simply passed out. Nero, by the gods, what's happened to you? Alas, his wounds were too deep. Allowed this foul place entry into his body. Now the darkness claws at the aether of his very form. Would that we could have protected him. The cloud of darkness was bound by Zandy's unholy covenant to bring prosperity to Allegan royalty. The same blood that sealed this contract gives us a measure of protection. I say a measure, for this vow does not protect us from other void sin. God imprisoned us here precisely to unleash the fiends upon us. We would be dead had Nero not defended us so valiantly. Mistake not my actions for kindness. I have use for you yet in Eorzea. Simply couldn't let harm befall you here. Where? Nay, you're safe. Our friends have come for us. Have they? Then perhaps Doga. There is yet hope we may fulfill our purpose. Mortals, you have dared to challenge me, and now must feel my wrath. Did you think to destroy me in my realm? Here I am eternal. I will smother your light and entomb your bones amongst my shadows. Are we truly so powerless here? As long as we fight the cloud in this realm, I fear so. And yet, though we may not be able to destroy it, may be our chance to stop it. We strike now whilst the cloud can barely hold her form. Mayhap we can sever Zandy's covenant. Yes, and raise the bridge between the Crystal Tower and this place once and for all. Agnarmus, Graha, you must flee. You and Doga mean to stay here? Tis madness. You must return with us. No one but you can save the world from this threat of the Crystal Tower. What is this trickery? Your blood! You too gain protection from Zandy's blood? Grahatia, you are possessed of royal blood. That is why the royal eye runs in your line. It is a gift you have inherited, Graha. You have been granted authority over the Crystal Tower. I had thought that time would consume all of Alag. That a man should live with his forebears' blood in this age can be no coincidence. Some person must have planted this gift in your line, and used the highest of Allagan technology to do so. Through the Crystal Tower is not like to recognize you as Allagan, not as you are now, but your royal eye speaks a simple truth. Within you dwells one feeble glitter that will eliminate all, the light of hope. But how should I use this light? Pray tell me. You must gain control of the Crystal Tower. We will share our blood with you, Graha. Its effects will be but ephemeral. It will bolster the Allagan presence within you. This is our gift to you, that you may fulfill your destiny. All with the royal eye are bound by fate to Allag. Our part in this journey is to bury Zandi's dark ambitions in the past. This was the true Une and Doga's purpose, one we have carried into the future. Know that as long as this light of hope survives in you, our souls will still remain, even if our bodies are lost. Now both his eyes are red. You must leave as well, Nero. I'm sorry we could not live up to your expectations. I must return to you what is yours, though. You dropped it whilst defending us. What you seek by this instrument may not be possible, Nero. Do not give up. Maybe other paths that await you. Of course they do. Doga, Une, I thank you. We shall never forget you. Now, Magnarvus, Nero, let us quit this place. You shall not escape me, impudent children of light. Initiate laser dodging. No, you shall not escape us. Here Zandi's blood-stained dreams of glory end. There, the glint of light. It grows faint. Then the bridge between the realm grows fragile by the Covenant's annulment. If that light dies, we are stranded here. Hurry! Nero, no, you must move! Leave me. I don't need you. If I die here, it'll be because I bloody well decided to. I failed to master darkness. I will not suffer watching a green boy master the tower. Do what you will with it, but remember me, son of Allag. I am Nero Talscavia, the man who will outdo Allag and Garland. Yeah, you still got Garland problems, don't you? That was what you hoped to... May the Crystal Tower again be the beacon of hope for mankind. Go, damn you! We never saw Nero again. Let's move onward. This is not where I have come to rest. How did those damned clones did it after all? Now onwards. Ah! You owe me, Nero. The hells I do. You're returned unharmed? Thank the gods. When that void gate started to close, I had never felt so powerless in all my life. We were running about like madmen trying to keep the gate open, and then the chief actually went and dived in. But you're all set. Where are Une and Doga? They're not... They sacrificed themselves to annul the covenant. I see. I will miss the two of them dearly. But I am happy they fulfilled their purpose. We who live on must still attend to the Crystal Tower. So now we now have no one able to seal it. That is not true, my friend. Une and Doga have entrusted me with their blood. I can now control the Crystal Tower. Raha, yes, I can see it in your eyes. Good. Let us put an end to this and seal away the tower. I understand your instinct, Rambrose, but please, give us a moment to rest. I am weary to the bone. Nero and Magnarmus are both emerged from long battle. Nero especially, he's been fighting in there for like 6 months. Of course. You have the right of it. Come, we shall leave this place for a spell, and repair to St. Quinox's Fine. No one but you could have succeeded in the world of darkness, Magnarmus. Would that I could have been more use beyond the rift. As it stands, I was but a vessel for Doga and Une's blood. If I remembered what I wished to. Yes, something has come back to me. Gaining royal blood and witnessing the true bravery has reminded me of my forebear's dearest wish. But we need not speak of these things now. It was not my place to keep you. Pray, go on ahead of me. There is something I would do before I return. I could not have asked for a better comrade. If only I could have been a part of your adventures for longer, Magnarmus. Alas, fate dictates I have a different role to play. A wish hidden for millennia, brought to light by the good people of Noah. Now finally, 'tis my time to see it realized. world of dark. I cannot express how glad I am you returned safely, Magnarmus, with the means to dispel the threat of the Crystal Tower for good. Rest, if you will, then let us free ourselves from the specter of the Alligans. I trust you have rested, my friend. Good. I wish to seal the tower now, but there is something we must do first. Let me summon the others and hear in full what happened beyond the rift. For the Allagan eye that runs in Graha's line does mean that royal blood flows in his veins. I suppose it is not so odd to think his forebears gained via ancient technology. But who imbued his family with the blood, and for what purpose? Mayhap all this was fate, from discovering the tower to Graha gaining Une and Doga's blood. Has Graha said anything for that matter? Where is Graha? What of Nero? I'm not sure about our resident historian, but Nero left the tower with me. He's vanished since, I cannot say. But knowing him as I do, I don't believe he'll scheme against us for the time being. Though he is still Nero. Magnarmus, you say Graha stayed behind at the Crystal Tower? I wonder if he now prepares to seal the place off. Master Rambrose! Master Rambrose! It's Graha, sir. He came into the Crystal Tower and began ordering researchers out. What? Why would he do such a thing? I don't know, sir, but he was quite insistent. He all but bodily forced me out of the gates. I suppose it's possible he told one of the others, but I wasted no time in finding out. I thought it best to hasten here and ask your guidance. Very well, let us go and speak with these researchers and get to the bottom of this queer business. Master Garland, Magnarmus, please come with me. No doubt Graha means to steal off the Crystal Tower, but it worries me that he did not breathe a word of his plan to us. To the Crystal Tower again. Like the Waking Sands all over again. Yes, that's old speak for weird. What in the world was Graha thinking, demanding me to leave the tower? No doubt you want to know why. I wish I knew myself. Of course he would tell me nothing, but he will be honest with you, sir. I'm certain of it. Go no further, my friends. The door will close ere long. So you are of a mind to seal the tower, Graha? I know time is of the essence, but all I ask is a hint of your plan. Please, come here so we can discuss this. My apologies, but I cannot. Oh man, what is this nonsense? If aught is amiss, surely we can help. Not this time, my friend. Just as Une and Doga filled their destiny, so too must I fulfill mine. My blood has awakened me to this fact. As my father told me, the truth has always lain with Allag, or rather, was there that I wish I must grant was born. See, not all the world perished when in Xanity's calamity. Survivors stood amidst the ruin of Alag looking to the Crystal Tower, but it was nowhere to be seen. Yet they hoped its spires would again dominate the land and prayed that the Crystal Tower would be a beacon of hope to people everywhere. Word of this soon reached the only member of Alag's royalty to outlive the Empire, the Princess Selena. Selena was moved by the people's dearest wish, used the very best of Alag's technology to give her blood and memories to he whom she trusted most. The man was my forebearer. For millennia we waited. Alag's art and ingenuity faded. Our royal blood grew thin. But before the last drop could vanish from the realm, the memory of all this returned to me. Now I must fulfill the wish of the ancients. The tower will shine forth as a new beacon of hope. Raha, the Crystal Tower's strength poses too great a threat to Eorzea now. We would need technology as advanced as Alag's to use it correctly. As things stand, we barely understand the tower's working. Hell, we may never fully comprehend them. 'Tis as you say, Sid. We could wait for someone someday to reach the same heights as Alag, but by then we will have lost the royal blood and the means to control the tower. But what if I do as Amon did? Put the tower into a deep sleep. What? You cannot mean that. I am deadly serious, Sid. The tower may only be used for once men rival the elegant in knowledge. I will slumber within Circus Tower until then, to greet those with the means to open the gates. Then I will guide them, and thus the tower will shine forth as the beacon of hope it was meant to be. It is the only way to make the wishes of the ancients come true. The future is where my destiny awaits. But yours lies outside of these doors. Go, create a future where hope reigns. The tragedy of the past are but memories. No one but you can accomplish such things. Nothing we say will make you change your mind, will it? Onwards to a brighter future. It won't be easy, of course, but that's exactly why we'll do it. We'll catch up with Alag, just you wait. We'll cover all that lost ground before you even know it. Well said, Wedge. It'll only be a few years before we come knocking. Raha, then you're in for a rude awakening. You shall be witness to Noah's accomplishments. Pray keep alive our success. Forgive us our failures. And may we meet again, my friend. The 12 keep you till then. Ambrose, I look forward to learning of your exploits. And you, Magnarmus, I know history will remember you, no doubt. Your heroism will be the star by which I chart my course when I awake. Well now, I must rest. Falling so much has put me into the mood for sleep. Farewell, my friends. I eagerly await a future born of your courage and the ancients' wish. Crystal Tower slumbers again, then. It is too quiet for my taste. Goodbye, Sid. I must put all this at my back. Possibly beckons. I am bound to follow. Possibility beckons. Bound to follow. A new dawn has come for me. Just finish out the quest. Yeah, I'm literally just talking to Rambers and then the quest ends and we're done. Wrapping up here in about 2 minutes, I hope. Yeah, I've just missed Sid, Magnarmus. There is much that needs his attention if you is to fulfill Graha's wishes, it seems. This is not the end of Noah. No matter how lonely St. Quinox Fine has become for our friend's departure, we must all walk in different directions now. Remember that we labor for a brighter future, lit by Graha's beacon. Sealing the Crystal Tower was but the first step. Farewell, my friend. May our paths cross again. And that's the end. GG's. I have completed the bit I wanted to do today. Alright. Catch you all later. Continue with 2.2 next time.